everybody, from Dan Anderson Court here on the campus of Augsburg University, Stein Melby Hall. And welcome to the best in Division III sports tonight. It is Augsburg taking on Crown College, the UMAC against the MIAC in women's volleyball. Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Merchant, voice of the Auggies. This broadcast, a presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with PJ Broadcast Services, pjsportsonline.net. Also with the cooperation of the Ritchie Media Group, all the technical prowess upstairs with Tom number 2, and also our streaming from the good folks at Blue Frame. This broadcast a presentation of Twin City Orthopedics, Adidas, Big Athletics, Devon Space is located right across the street from the arena. And our broadcast all season long from 130 events brought to you by Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Wells Fargo, Jimmy John's, the other end of campus. 360 Wow Incorporated, Memory Lanes, Corner Bar, and the Courtyard Marriott. Everybody, again, I'm Tom Merchant, and joined tonight by, we hope, a prospective member of the PJ Broadcast family. His young man is Logan Anderson. And Logan, first of all, quick note before we get into our interview here, but give us a brief background, your broadcasting stint.
You know, I've been broadcasting for over a decade in South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska. I've done small college and high school sports, most recently in Yankton, South Dakota, and just moved to the Twin Cities here about a month ago, and I'm excited to be part of the TJ broadcast team.
All right, Augsburg University welcoming Crown County the Storm here at Stein Melby Hall. For the weekend, Augsburg opened its season with a 4-0 effort at the Roger Williams Rhode Island Invitational, going 12-2 and 14 cents. Saturday weekend for a very balanced Augie roster. 16 players up playing time. Set up Morgan Malley, one of our 3 seniors, had an impressive effort over the weekend. 4 Augies had 25-plus kills the weekend. Megan Quam had 33. Sydney Zachary also had 33 kills. Kayla Dritty, the freshman out of Stillwater, a solid weekend in the back row, of course. 2-time defending player of the year, defensive player of the year, Macy Turrell, had 54 digs. She's also the captain. Crown opened its season at St. Olaf in their invitation over the weekend, and while the Storm did not win in 4 matches, there were some promising signs, especially in taking UMAC rival Bethany Lutheran to 5 sets. So the Augies 4-0, the Crown Storm are 0-4. This is the Augie pregame show on Augie Game Central, radio and video stream. And right now, time for our special guest. And Augie Game Night, our preview continues here on Augie Game Central. Time to introduce to the Augie family, one of the newcomers. And she is from Champlin Park High School, but spent a couple of years out east. She is Jalen Rios. She's a transfer, and she's a junior. And we're going to find out a little bit about her in her first 20 years on this planet. And Jalen, tell us a little bit about the family and life back here in Minnesota.
Well, I grew up playing sports. My little sister also plays volleyball at Totino Grace High School. My dad was a college athlete. He played football at the University of Minnesota. So we've always been with sports, super competitive. And, it's just been a lot of fun, good energy.
Any other sports while you were growing up too, Jalen?
I played soccer, and I was a gymnast for a little bit, but I liked volleyball the most.
Speaking of volleyball, Champlin's got a pretty good team this year.
They're very good, yes, but I actually played for TG too. Okay. But they were our biggest competitor. They were we found them in section finals every year, and they were really tough to beat.
All right, Jalen, you went out east to college out in Ohio, I guess, and what came into that decision?
Well, I went to a private school, so on an application when applying for schools, I didn't really stand out. I'm just in the Minneapolis region, so I decided to go out east, and it was beautiful. It was a great school, but I'm a little bit more excited to be back home.
And the decision just to be close to the family that you came back?
I actually decided to come back because of volleyball. I played in high school with Sydney Zachary, actually, on the team, and I know a couple of the other girls. So I actually knew Alex Berger, one of our old assistant coaches, too. So they all kind of helped me come back. They said it was a lot more competitive, a lot more fun, and for internship opportunities, too, in Minneapolis.
They transitioned and coming to another school. Did it all go smoothly in terms of credits being transferred and all that?
Yes, I only lost a few, and I made them up over the summer, so I'm graduating on time.
Speaking of that, what degree are you going to be pursuing?
I'm a marketing major, and I'm minoring in Spanish.
Are you on pace to finish in a couple of years?
Yes, 2 years, so ready to get out.
Well, Jalen, you're one of 7 newcomers here on our roster this year, and I'm sure a good moment of bonding last week when you went out to Rhode Island, and your take on this team.
They are the most welcoming, most competitive, and most tight-knit team I have been a part of. Rhode Island was awesome to get the 4-0. It just showed like how competitive they are and like how ready they are to just like grind. And I'm super excited to keep playing with them for the whole season. And
you're listed as a DS. Have you always played that spot growing up? Or have you played middle? Have you been a setter? Anything like that?
Yeah, I was a right side hitter for a couple of years, and then I almost tore my rotator cuff, actually, and I was getting a little too short, so I decided to be a libero and DS.
And you stopped growing.
Excuse me?
And you stopped growing and playing around outside?
I stopped growing. I was too short.
All right, tell us a little bit about what are your take on them last weekend, and what is the future for this club?
Everybody is super just ready to focus. So despite who our competitor is, if it's tough or not so tough, they're always ready to focus on their own side. They're very disciplined, and I'm like super excited to see how that transfers through the more competitive season later on.
Well, Jalen, welcome back to Minnesota and our Auggie volleyball family. Look forward to calling your name the next couple of years.
Yes, thank you so much.
Jalen Rios, a special guest here on our pregame show as Auggie Game Night continues here on Auggie Game Central.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO is an all-inclusive orthopedic, sports medicine, and wellness provider offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit us at tcomn.com. This broadcast also brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporters of the Augies and dedicated to helping build better people every day. Call, click, or stop by to start a conversation with us today. Wells Fargo, building better every day.
Well, tonight's match is the beginning of a busy week here on campus. As in fact, we've got a doubleheader for you here on Auggie Game Central. And on Channel 1, we're on Channel 2 tonight. And it'll be Charlie Beatty and the Auggie women's soccer team. They're taking on the Saints of St. Scholastica. Tomorrow night, the men's soccer team, they have their home opener against the same Storm of Crown County. And then this weekend, the Auggies hosting their annual Invitational. I'm trying to remember whether this is number 19 or 20 years that they've been doing this, but a number of teams will be here right at Cy Melby Hall, and we'll have all 4 matches for you here on Auggie Game Central. Football coming up on a Saturday afternoon. The Auggie men coming off that exciting win over Ripon. They will be at Concordia, Wisconsin, in Mequon out there on the Lake Michigan. And we will not be broadcasting, but the good folks of the Falcons will be broadcasting. And a link to the game can be found on Auggie Game Central. Auggie men's soccer team on Friday night will be hosting the University of Minnesota Morris. And we have a number of other events going on this weekend. We'll check them out a little bit later. For updates and information on all Augsburg University sports, check out our athletic website at athletics.augsburg.edu, updated constantly with all the information on 21 Auggie varsity sports. It's your online home for Auggie athletics. If it's happening in Auggie sports, it's online at athletics.augsburg.edu. Other MIAC schools are in action tonight, Logan.
Yeah, Wisconsin Eau Claire is traveling to St. Benedict. Valley City State is at Concordia. Of course, Crown is here at Augsburg. McAllister is visiting North Central. And St. Olaf will play at Northwestern St. Paul. Another MIAC UMAC matchup.
And the conference as a whole has done very well over the first weekend of the season. In fact, they went, 32-9, something like that, over the weekend. In fact, let's see how many. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 undefeated teams after the first weekend. And right now, here's Ken.
For the play of our national anthem.
and our national anthem. And it's time right now to turn it over to our public address announcer, Ken Florian, and the introductions of our starting lineups.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to Augsburg University and Cy Melby Hall for tonight's women's collegiate volleyball match. Tonight's match features the visiting Storm of Crown College against our own Auggies of Augsburg University. First for the Storm, your non-starters. Number 1, Madison Tim. Number 3, Danielle Novak. Number 11, Brooke Hanek. Number 14, Brittany Rolfe. And number 21, Courtney Gunderson. Now your starters for the Storm. A 5'4" first year from Union, Oregon, number 5, Elizabeth Clark. A 6-foot junior from New Prague, Minnesota, number 7, Christine Anderson. A 5'9" first year from Anoka, Minnesota, number 9, Gracie Zurith. A 5'9" senior from Munderland, Illinois, number 13, Alina Rolfe. A 5'6" junior from Clintonville, Wisconsin, number 20, Sarah Rinke. A 5'10" junior from Penang, Malaysia, number 22, Christina Steinkamp. And at libero, a 5'4" junior from New Prague, Minnesota, number 4, Madeline Sobota. Head coach Danielle Hall, assistant coaches Christine Lehman, a student manager Olivia Hendel. Now for your Auggies of Augsburg. Your non-starters. Number 2, Stephanie Hexel. Number 4, Jalen Rios. Number 5, Ellie Schwartz. Number 8, Izzy Barr. Number 9, Lexi Lang. Number 10, Cookie Shanya. Number 12, Emma Erie. Number 13, Kim Lindgren. Number 14, Ellie Hanze. And number 16, Maddie Nierengarten. Now your starters for the Auggies. A 5'8" senior from Harmony, Minnesota, number 3, Morgan Malley. A 5'10" first year from Afton, Minnesota, number 6, Kayla Jurdy. A 5'9" junior from Apple Valley, Minnesota, number 7, Sydney Zachary. A 6-foot junior from Kenyon, Minnesota, number 11, Megan Quam. A 5'10" sophomore from Blaine, Minnesota, number 15, Karina Evans. And a 5'10" first year from Rochester, Minnesota, number 22, Jade Boyson. And at libero, a 5'4" senior from Osceola, Wisconsin, number 1, Macy Turl. Head coach Jane Becker, assistant coaches Colleen Orada, Enrico, Tia Rhodesis, and Lindsay Peterson. Volunteer coaches Catherine Gatos, Laura Evans, Ellen Sachs, and Allison Westfall.
All right, thank you, Ken. Ken Florian, our public address announcer, introductions for tonight's match. And again, for the Storm, Crown County, Danielle Hall, Madeline Svoboda, out of New Prague. That is definitely a New Prague name, Svoboda. Elizabeth Clark, the center from Union, Oregon. Christine Anderson, also out of New Prague, their leading attacker. Gracie Zeroth from Anoka Legacy Christian Academy. Alina Rolfe from Munderland, Illinois. Sarah Reinke out of Clintonville, Wisconsin. And Carissa Steinkamp out of Shoreview. I'm guessing she went to Montview High School. And for head coach Shane Becker, she has Morgan Malley at the center spot. And Kayla Jurdy on the left side, Sydney Zachary on the right side. Megan Quam also playing outside. Karina Evans in the middle. Jada Boyson will also play middle. And the two-time MIAC Defensive Player of the Year, Macy Turl, will let man that libero spot. And Macy, of course, one of the captains, along with Stephanie Hexel. Stephanie not suited up tonight. She's in street clothes. Morgan Malley and Megan Kwan. So 3 seniors and 1 junior are the captain. Augies 4-0, the Storm 0-4. The Storm in purple uniforms with black pants. The Augies wearing the maroon and gray. And the Augies will be stripping from right to left. Again, best 3 out of 5 get to 25, win by a couple. And Morgan Malley out of Fillmore Central down in Harmony, Minnesota will serve as we get this match underway. The home opener, and off the serve, popped up in the back row by Reinke. They go up front, set across, and it finds it at the feet of Ken Andretti. And the Crown County Storm take a lead of 1-0. Back to receive Elizabeth Clark from Union, Oregon. And off the serve, it is Augie ball, right side Zachary, sends a dink. And it's popped on the back road, open and get to the pass. Hitting air by Crown, and we're tied for the first time tonight at 1-1.
And that's one of those things that if you're Crown playing a team that is heavy favorites over you, you just can't have unforced errors like that.
Zachary serving, and it's popped up by Svoboda. They go left pin, and into that, the attack here. There by Sarah Reinke, attack here. Crown and the Augies take a 2-1 lead. There's their first lead change of the match. Sydney Zachary, again out of Bloomington Jefferson High School. Storm third hit, right hand. Side is tipped across by Xerox. Malley sets up the near side. Kayla sends one cut, scores. Kayla Journey, as she came in with 33 kills, now tops on the club. And the Augies have scored 3 in a row and take a 3-1 lead.
You can see that balance in scoring is going to be tough.
Serve popped up at the back row. Svoboda goes up front. Set across by Reinke, and it's on the corner. Reinke picking up the kill, and Sarah has her first kill. That cuts the margin to 3-2. They rotate. Gracie Zeroff will go back to the line. Freshman from Legacy Academy up in Anoka. It's a young team, just the 3 seniors. Augie ball serve, backs at right side. Quam shot, scores! Megan Quam out of a Kenyan Wanamaga. And Megan picking up her first kill. And Megan on the season has now 34 kills, so she and Jody both have 34. And it is 4-2. The serve, Storm, third hit. And it's bumped across by Christine Anderson. Turtle goes high in the air from behind the line. Jody puts it over the net to the blackhand, good. Plus the Storm got called for in the net. Called for in the net was Sarah Reinke, and the Augies have a 3-point lead.
It's the first time the Augies really got out of system, but they recovered nicely on that possession.
Turtle will serve, and it's got there by Zero to go left side. Shot down and good. Up that left pin, Christine Anderson mentioned she's their leading attacker. Anderson coming in tonight with 31 kills, 2 times more than anybody on the team. And it is 3 serving 5 as Alina Roll from Mundelein, Illinois. And the serve popped up by Jordan in the back row. Evans keeps it alive. Here's Kayla again, bumps it across. They go up front. They go back to that right side. And it's sent across by Reinke. Malley, middle, Evans, shot, scores! That'll be 4 hits. I called the score before the 4-hit call. But give Karina the kill. And the Augies have a 6-2 lead, or 6-3 lead. Again, Quam will come out. And coming in is Lexi Lang, a freshman from Rochester, Mayo High School. The Spartans out of the Big 9 Conference. 6 serving 3. And Lang serve and almost a carry, no call. Sent deep. Zachary goes up front. Malley near side. Kayla shot off the block and good. Kayla's got her second, and the Augies have a 4-point lead here in set number 1.
It's not surprising that they're getting off to such a great start. They haven't lost a first set yet this season in their first 4 games.
Yeah, they've only lost 2 sets in the first 4 matches, and there's a service error by the Augies, their first tonight. Now 7-4 as Reinke, Clintonville, Wisconsin, First Baptist Christian High School. She will serve. She's a junior. 4 serving 7. Reinke, back row, Turl. Chased down by Malley. Near side, Kayla again. Down the line, and it's kept alive. They go left side, and we have a carry call Yep, 2-hit call against the Storm. Point for the Auggies. Substitution, Kayla Jurdy will come out of Stillwater High School. State tournament last year for the Ponies, and coming in for the first time, our newcomer from Champlain Park High School and Capital College in Columbus, Ohio, Jalen Rios. One of our 7 newcomers, 1 junior transfer, and 6 freshmen. Jalen off the serve. Sabota goes up front, right to near side, tipped by Anderson. There's Turtle. Mallett, quick push on the teardrop, and it's sent back by Reinke. Rios goes up front. Mallett backs up the slide. Evans, flat court scores. Beautiful slide move. They go back set. Carrena scores, and the Auggies have a 5-point lead at 9-4.
Really good job by Evans to see the empty space on the opposite side of the floor and using her eyes to look down the line.
Rios again, good hard serve. Front Clark sets the middle. Shuts it down by Steinkamp. First time she sets the ball. Zachary with a teardrop. And it's blocked to the net. Blocked by Brittany Rolfe now in the ballgame. Brittany is out of Wilmette High School. And McIntosh, Minnesota. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. McIntosh, Erskine, and what is the win? I think it's Winnebago. 5, serving 9. Anderson across, Malley near side, and Zachary puts it down. It's good. Sydney Zachary with the kill. And Sydney has another point. It is now 10-5. The second kill by Zachary.
It's a good
go ahead.
Good response by Augsburg, but bringing in for Crown, Rolfe, she's 6'1", much taller than just about everybody else on the block.
And the pride of the East Side, Cookie Shonya, is into the match. And she is serving, gets herself an ace. Augie's picking up an ace, and that is ace number 25 on the season. Also coming in for the Auggies with Jada Boynton, a freshman from Rochester, Mayo. And it's 11, serving 5. Serve just clears the net. They go left side, sent across by Anderson. It's good. Christine Anderson goes cross court with a teardrop, and she scores. It's 6, serving 11. And Steinkamp will come out. Alina Rolfe will come back in. So Oda will serve. And Evans will come out. Shonya will come out. And let's see who came back in. Looks like Lexi Lang came back in. Sabota scoring. Madeline from New Prague gets Trojans. The middle. Boyson shot scores. Jade Boyson, her first point as an Augie, at least here at home. Jade giving the Augies a 6-point lead at 12-6. Jade coming in. She had a dozen kills last weekend in Rhode Island. Augies with a 6-point lead. 12 serving 6. Morgan Malley back to serve right to left. And it hits the net. Takes the steam out of it. Takes a 90-degree turn straight down. And the Augies have their second ace. It is 13-6.
One of those you always want to claim was on purpose, but very rarely is.
Lexi Lang, by the way, leads us in aces with 7. Malley with her first. It is Augie ball. There could be a push. Yep, 2-hit called against the Storm. Looked like a bad pass. And a hitting error against Crown. It is 14-6 Augies. So Malley just clears the net. Pops up. And from the back row, it's bumped across by Reinke. Augie ball. Malley near side. Zachary. She scores. Sydney Zachary with another one. That's her third tonight. And the Augies had their biggest lead of the night so far here in the first set. By 9, it is 15-6. Rios, Malley, Turl, Zachary, Quam, and Boyson now in the match for the Augies. And Reinke doing a set, and Clark not in there. There's a block at the net, but kept alive by the Storm. Now sent across. Turl to save. Backs it right side. Quam shot blocked. And are they going to call in the net? No block. 4-hit call. Megan mistimed her jump a little bit. And one of the few attack errors tonight for the Augies. Here comes Clark. Elizabeth Clark will come in. Brittany Rolfe will sit down. 7 serving 15 here in set number 1. And up the serve, Pearl, nice high pass. Malley, middle. Zachary Taylor with the shot. It is dug out. And is bumped across the net at the net. Free ball. Zachary, middle, shot. Boyson scores. Jade Boyson. And she's got a couple tonight.
Augsburg is just dominating at the net. Their block's been better. They've been able to go right at pretty much anybody from Crown. And they're going to have to make some kind of adjustment if they want to be in this game.
16, serving 7. And Zachary serving. Storm right side shot. Blocked by the Auggie. There's block number 1. Auggies on the season. How have we done in the blocking department? We've got 6 solo blocks and now 30 as a team. And we have a timeout on the floor with the score. Augsburg 17 and Crown County 7, a double-digit lead. And this is Augie game night here on Augie Game Central.
Minnesota Coaches is the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or to request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani's is located right across the street and offers the amazing Augie-matic discount. Get 10% off any order. Just tell them you want the Augie-matic discount at Devani's.
Again, on the Augie Sports Canada, we've got soccer coming up here in about 10 minutes over on Channel 1. Soccer tomorrow night. Augsburg men, their home opener, as they're 2-1 on the season. They got Crown County. Soccer against Minnesota Morris on Friday night. Football on a Saturday. Volleyball all day Friday, all day Saturday. As some 17s will be here at Cy Melby Hall. And the Augies will be playing 4. And it'll be 2 and 6 o'clock on Friday, our broadcast time. And 10 and 2 on Saturday afternoon. Matt Nelson will join me on Saturday. 17-7. And Zachary Malley. Turtle. Dirty back in. Quam back in. And Boyson, who had quite a debut, she's out there as well playing the middle. And there's an ace for the Augies. That's the third ace tonight. Sydney Zachary with the ace. Aces by 3 different players. And the Augies have an 11-point lead at 18-7. And off the serve, a little bit wide. There's a service there. They gave one back. This broadcast, courtesy of TJ Broadcast Services. Ritchie Media Group. Tom Ritchie is upstairs. Also Blue Frame Media and Production Truck. Town Square Media, also one of our broadcast partners. Again, part of our broadcast sponsors. And serving is Gracie Zeroth. Augie ball, Malley. Quam, right side shot. Black, but Malley is saved. Turtle high in there, near side for Jurdy. Shot, Kayla, and it is good. Kayla Jurdy picking up her third kill. And the Augies have an 11-point lead at 19-8. And Jade Boyson will come out. Queen Evans will come back in. So Jurdy, Evans, and Quam up front. Malley. And now in the match for the Augies is Kimmy Lindgren out of St. Louis Park. She's playing the back row. Blocked by Evans and company. Karina Evans and the Augies with that another block. Her second block tonight. I think Karina will get credited for a solo block there. And the Augies have a 12-point lead at 20-8. Turtles serving. Storm ball. Clark will set up the back row and sent deep and out of bounds. The attack there by Gracie Zeroth. And it is 21-8.
Just too much talent all over the floor right now for the Augies for Crown to handle.
And let's see, do we have any other scores? I know we're over at Clark Danielson Gym over in the over on Chicago Avenue. And what is that? What is the cross street there? Anyway, not too far from the US Bank. North Central County just playing McAllister tonight. And Northwestern Minnesota, odds-on favorite to win this UMAC conference. They won 31 times last year. They're ranked 15th in the country, I do believe. They're hosting St. Olaf tonight. Other matches, Valley City is at Concordia. St. Banza is hosting UW Clary. And the Blue Gold will be here this weekend for the invitation. Augies will be playing them. Well, we mentioned Northwestern ranked 15th in the country against Davis. Preseason pick here in the MIC. They're number 9. St. Thomas also got some votes. But volleyball here in the upper Midwest. MIAC has 3 teams partially ranked. Division 2. Of course, you have Concordia, St. Paul. You have UMD. You have Southwest Minnesota State. And now the Golden Gophers in Division 1, ranked number 1 in the country. And in fact, will be hosting the Final Four at the Target Center coming up in December. 21, serving 8. And Simone's pass low. They go left side. Anderson shot blocked by the Augies, but it may have hit the antenna. Yep, the line judge ruled Oh, they give it to the Auggies?
Well, they're not going to give it back.
No. I thought the linesman ruled that it hit the antenna. There's another block, and scoring is Kayla Dreddy. A free ball, the overpass. Kayla was right there, and she hammered it home, or actually tipped it home. It is 23-8. And Kayla has her third kill. Macy serve in the back row, pushed across far side, and sent deep and out of bounds by Christine Anderson. An attack here, and it is 24-8. Here, set point. Storm only hitting about 0.15 on the season, their attack percentage. August hitting about 250. Storm ball, third hit, bump into the end. Into that by Anderson. That is point, set point. August winning the first set by a score of 25-8. This is Augie game night on Augie Gam Central. Game Duke coming up here in just a bit.
Whether you're traveling for work or taking a vacation from it, the Courtyard Minneapolis downtown helps you put more play in your stay. From the gym and pool to redesigned guest rooms and social lobby space, they've got you covered. Visit them at courtyardminneapolis.com/Augsburg. Make room for a little fun at Courtyard. Owned and operated by an Augsburg alumnus, 360 Wow Inc. is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands in the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOT-JUNK, You Move Me, and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great job on a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowinc.com.
You can listen and watch more than 130 live Augsburg sporting events online by going to our website at athletics.augsburg.edu. We have live webcasts of 11 different sports during the school year. Our Game Central portal features live webcasts along with live statistics of home events. You'll also be able to watch or listen to archived events and event. Go online to athletics.augsburg.edu and click on the live stats and webcast link, or click the Augie Live link on game days. And we're waiting for the stats from Kelly. And I think they had to go to the office probably to print them. And so there we go. There they go. Thank you, Ashley. Yes, please. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley Holmes in our SID office and also assistant coach for the hockey team. Here we go. Augies hit, are you kidding me? 550 in the first set. They only had 2 attack errors. And Crown hitting a -167. They had 7 errors. Augies 13 of 20 with just the 2 errors. That's 550. My goodness. And in the serving department, we mentioned the 3 aces by 3 different players, a couple of blocks. And those were both assisted blocks. Take a look at the individual totals for Crown. Christine Anderson with a couple of kills. Gracie Zeroth had 1. And Sarah Reinke had 1. And they had 1 block. For the Augies, Kayla Jurdy finished with 5. Sydney Zachary had 3. Megan Quam had 1. Corinne Evans 2. Jade Boyson had 2. And the serving aces, Morgan Malley had 1. Sydney Zachary had 1. And Cookie Shanya had 1. And blocks, Kayla Jurdy, Corinne Evans, Jada Boyson all in on the blocks. Here we go. And by the way, we had 1 lead change and 1 tie in that first set. Crown actually led by a score of 1-0. And the Storm will serve first. Going back to the line will be the setter, Elizabeth Clark. Rolf up front, Steinkamp back in. She's back in. And so is Gracie Zeroth. Augie ball off the receive. Shot put down and good up the right side. And Jade has another one. Jade Boyson acquitting herself very well, and she has 3 kills. The Augies take a 1-0 lead. And Keelan Rios will come in, and Ellie Schwartz out of Hillmurray High School in St. Thomas. She will see her first playing action. Sydney Zachary serving. Storm ball. Clark near side, no middle. Tipped across by Steinkamp. Malley go back set. Megan shot is too deep and out of bounds. Just our 3rd attack here all night. And it's 1-1.
It's one of those things where you just want to see them not get complacent because they're clearly the more talented team, and if they stay focused, This should be a definite W for the Augies.
And Green Sea Zeroth will serve from right to left here in set number 2. Again, it's 1-1. Macy lets it go, and it's a service error. First service here tonight for Crown, and the Augies get the lead back at 2-1. And Boynton will come out. Karina Evans will come back in. The Augies are so deep in the middle. That was going to be a question mark this year, but the Augies, we've got a couple of good freshmen. Here's a shot that is blocked by the Augies. Quam and Evans pushed across. Malley pops it up. Turtle sets up Megan. Right pin, floater, good! Megan Quam with the floater. Saw that double block coming. She buried it. And Megan has her second kill. The Augies lead by a score of 3-1. And here's Macy. Macy Churl out of Osceola, Wisconsin. The Chieftains. Storm sets the right side. Steinkamp. Nice save by Taylor off the roof. Left side push. Schwartz kept alive by the Storm's third hit. And it's ripped across by Christine Anderson. The Augies go back set. Shot by Evans. And it's dug off the floor by Elizabeth Clark. Turtle from Malley up front. The middle. Evans shot. Scores! Corinne Evans has another one. She's got 3. And Logan, you talked about it. Balance scoring 3 kills here in the set by 3 different players.
Yes, certainly that balance key with all 3 of those big hitters for the Augies.
4 serving 1. Clark sets up the near side. Anderson blocked by the Augies. And the Augies have their third block at team block. And let's see, that's 32 on the season. Augies with a 4-point lead. 5 serving 1.
I think they've answered any questions about getting complacent.
Clark goes back set right side. Steinkamp floated this. Turtle. Malley, middle. Evans shot. Scores! Corinne Evans, that sophomore, has another one. All conference honorable mention last year. Evans out of Blaine High School, the Bengals. And Karina has 4 to lead us, 6-1. Clark sets up the near side. Anderson sends it cross court. Turtle scrapes it off the floor. Setting up Ellie up the left pin and scores. Ellie Schwartz scoring her first point tonight for the Augies. And for Ellie, that is her, let's see, that is her, just her second kill on the season. 7-1. Mom and Dad over on the other side there. Her dad is my financial advisor, taking care of my millions. Ellie Schwartz gets blocked. Ellie Schwartz gets blocked to the net. And Crown County jabs their second block. It'll be 2 serving 7. And Steinkamp will come out. And Alina Rolfe will come back in. Anderson, Rolfe, and Brittany Rolfe. No relation. One spelled with an E, one without an E. Augie ball off the serve. And is put down by Schwartz. And put back to the Storm. Put down by Evans. In a retribution. And Karina has another one.
That's just a middle hitter's dream when that bump just carries and it just sits there to just bring the hammer down.
And back in for the Augies, Lexi Lang. Another Rochester Mayo Spartan. Lang, the serve left to right, 8 serving 2. Low pass up for Clark, the middle. Anderson's shot is blocked. Here's Schwartz up left pin. And she scores again. Ellie has 2. It's 9-2. For the Augies, let's see, we've got Lang, Zachary, Hurl, Schwartz, Malley, and Green Evans on the floor for your Augies. Served by Lang. They go up front. Sits the near side. Shot blocked by the Augies and a shot taken there by Lena Rolfe. Storm ball again. Bumped across. Augies will set it up. Malley will set the left side. Ellie shot blocked, but it's out of bounds. And Ellie Schwartz has 3 straight kills. And the Augies have an 8-point lead at 10-2.
Augsburg has been in system more or less all night, and Crown has not, and that's been the biggest difference in why it's such a lopsided point total.
Served by Lang, back row, got by Swoboda. Kept alive, and Swoboda, Madeline will send it across. Malley, the middle, Evans has another one.
It's another situation right there where it just carries over. They don't get a good hit at the net, and Augsburg just does whatever they want when they have that free ball.
Karina, I think, has scored 4 of the last 5 points. She has a half a dozen kills. It's 11-2. Lang a gun, good hard serve. Swoboda to save. In the back row, Madeline will send it across. As Lang goes up front, Madeline left side. Schwartz, the missed time jump, puts it into the net. And a rare attack here for the Augies. Will be 3 serving 11. As Sarah Reinke will come in. And Brittany Rolfe will come out for the Storm. Storm are on the road, I believe, for a tournament this weekend. They'll be down in Grinnell, Iowa, facing Buena Vista and Grinnell, Cohen, Illinois College this weekend. Auggies, of course, hosting their own invite. Macy goes to her knees to save. They go back set. Evans this time, a little bit too much start. Reed Evans on the slide. Attack here, point for the Storm. It'll be 4 serving 11. And here's Reinke. Right to left, floats it deep and out of bounds. And service there, number 2 in the set. It is 12-4. Jalen Rios will come in. Ellie Schwartz will sit down. Her head coach, Shane Becker. Coach on the staff. The new mama, Kalina Enrico. Tia Raditas. Lindsey Peterson coming over from Northwestern. He is on our staff this year. And off the serve, Storm ball. Reinke goes right side. And Anderson gets blocked partially by Zachary. Back to City. Shot down the line. Swoboda goes up front near side. Anderson through the block and good. Off that left pin, Christine Anderson will score. Now, Coach Shane Becker lost a couple of coaches. Courtney Lemke, now the head coach of Ridgewater Community College out in Hutchinson. And Alex Berger's on the staff now of UW Eau Claire for the Blue Goals. We've lost 4 coaches the last 2 years. It all went to head coaching jobs. From the back row, Anderson puts it in the net. Attack here for the Storm. Point for the Auggies, and it's 13-5. Now Courtney Gunderson from Chinook, Montana, sophomore, coming into the match for the first time tonight. And Cookie coming in. Evans will come out, and Boyce will come in for the Auggies. Shonya back to the service line. Stands it deep and gets herself another ace. And I believe that's her second ace tonight.
It sure is.
Yep, it is. Augie's 4th ace. It's 14-5. And we have a timeout on the floor with the score Augsburg 14 and Storm 5. This is Augie game night here on Augie Game Central University Sharing Company.
The Corner Bar is a proud sponsor of Augsburg Athletics. Located in Minneapolis's historic Seven Corners district, the Corner Bar is the perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous Joey Wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit thecorner.bar for more information on the Corner
correct.
Bar. Okay, thecorner.bar.
Yeah.
And
That
also
confuses me all the time.
this game also brought to you by Jimmy John's, which is the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics. They're located on the northwest corner of campus and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view their menu and hours. Jimmy John's.
And coming out of the break, first of all, Danielle Hall has on the floor. Clark, Elizabeth Clark, Alina Rolfe, Sydney Reinke up front. Swoboda in the back row, Gunderson in the back row, and also Gracie Zeroth in the back row. Shonia serving, Storm ball, and is bumped across by the Storm. Augie set up the left side, shot put down by Sydney, and it's saved by the Storm, and it's pushed across. The push by Alina Rolfe. A finger roll by Morgan Malley, set back by the Storm. They're setting up Zachary again up that left pin, and again, Storm to save. They go near side, shot by Gracie, gets blocked. Boyce in it, Cavity put the stop on Zeroth. Another block for the Auggies, and they have a 10-point lead, their biggest lead, at 15-5. Storm ball again at the net, shot blocked by the Auggies. There's Zachary. Malley back to Sydney, left pin, cross court. Oh, what a save, but it's out of bounds. And Sydney Zachary picking up the kill for the Auggies. And Sydney has her 4th. And the Auggies have an 11-point lead at 16-5.
I don't know if it's the team they're playing, but the Augsburg block has been incredible today.
Shonya serve, and I think Cookie's got another one. Cookie Shonya has her 3rd ace. And it is now 17-5. She has 3 of her 5 aces. And the other 2 belong to Malley and Sydney Zachary. And off the serve, Auggies get it back. Zachary up the left pin, floats it across, and gets one right at the feet of Swoboda. And Sydney Zachary has picked up her 5th kill. Again, balanced scoring. It's 18-5. The former Johnson Governor, Cookie Shonya. All 410 of her. What a spark plug. Nice young lady. Storm to bump it across. They go up front. Malley, middle. Boyson shot. And it's saved in that back row by Gunderson. Off the left pin. And backing it up there. Journey Lang now in the match. Sabotas sends it back. There's Rios. Malley, left side. Zachary down and done. Sydney Zachary picking up the pace. It was Corinne Evans early part of this set. And now Sydney Zachary taking it over. And a 14-point lead for the Augies. It's 19-5. Augies won the first set. 25-8. Sabota to send it over. Rios up front from Malley. Back set. Shot Boyson. Jade has another one. Jade Boyson for the Augies. And she has 4 unofficially. And it's 20-5.
The Augies are just in such a good rhythm right now. It's a lot of fun to watch.
And off the serve, Clark. Pushed across there by Reinke. Malley, middle. Floater by Zachary, and scores. And Sydney Zachary has 4 in this set. She has 4. Evans has 4. Boyson has 2. It's 21-5. So I'm guessing third set. We've got 16 on the roster. We're going to see a lot of new faces in the third set. And Gunderson will bump it across. Augie ball. Malley, left side shot. Sydney again! Sydney Zachary has another one, and she's got 8 tonight to lead the Augies in scoring at 22-5.
She just puts so much velocity on her attacks that nobody from Crown has been able to handle her.
Shonya just bumps it over. They go back to the right side. Alina Rolfe gets blocked. They go near side. And there's 0 out to send it up. Augies to set up. Cross court. Sydney floater. Sent back by the Storm. As Shonya pops it up. Malley from behind the line. Back row swing. Lang deep and out of bounds. Lexi with the attack here. Point for the Storm. It'll be 6-22. Queen Evans will come in. And Cookie Shonya will come out. Svoboda will come in.
I was wondering if Shonya was going to serve out.
And coming back in is Carissa Steinkamp for the Storm. 6-22. Alina Rolfe from right to left. Alina, good hard serve. And gets herself an ace. First ace tonight for the Storm. And it'll be 7-22.
And just perfect placement in the little circle of dead space between everybody right there.
Serve again by Rolfe. This time gives it right back. An ace and then an air, and the Augies get the point here. Double set point. Megan Quam will come in. Lexi Lang will sit down. Morgan Malley will rotate to that back row. Augies, the Augie invite this weekend. We'll have matches at 2 and 6 on Friday, 10 and 2 on Saturday here in Augie Game Central. Steinkamp will bump it over. Augies just set it up. Middle, Boyson. Oh, what a save in that back row by Gunderson. Off the near side, shot by Zeroth. And popped up by Rios. They set up Sydney again. Shot. And in the back row, Gunderson with a save. Off the left point, Zeroth over the double block. Malley, back row. Turl for Quam, right pin. Scores! Megan Quam giving the assist to Macy Turl, our labor of. And here is set point at 24-7. As Megan Quam picks up her third kill unofficially.
There's great accuracy by Quam going down that right side when the defender in the back row was leaning to the other way.
Just floated over. This will go back in the match to keep it live from behind the line. Gunderson missed it. Attack there. Point for the Augies as they win set number 2, 25-7, and take a 2-0 lead in the match. Augie game night here on Augie Game Central. Follow Augie Athletics on social media. Go to Augsburg Augies on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for all of your Augie social media. And remember to use the hashtag Augie Pride to share your love of Augie Athletics. As I await the stats from Kelly Anderson Derrick and Ashley Holmes. Reminder, our broadcast here tonight is brought to you in part from 130 games throughout the school year from May to June, or from September to June. Brought to you in part by...
Take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue in South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanes.mpls.com for more information. Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO offers orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations across the metro. Open from 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Visit us at tcomn.com to find a location near you.
All right, Ashley's brought the stats down. And I'm trying to find the score there up in St. Joe. UW Eau Claire 4-0, St. Ben's 3-1. And Eau Claire won the first set 25-20. St. Ben's leading the second set 20-14. Auggies, they could not keep up the pace of 550. They only hit 324. And a good D1 schoolmate go 250, but 18 of 34. We did a 5 attack here, 7 on the night. Had 4 blocks, a couple more. Aces, 5, including Cookie with a couple more. 5 aces tonight. We mentioned the 4 blocks. And 324 attack percentage for the Auggies. We had the one tie, and that was 1 apiece. For Crown, they hit a minus 103, 1 of 29, 4 errors. They had the 1 ace, that by Alina Rolfe, and they had a couple of blocks. Let's take a look at the individual totals. Christine Anderson, the leading attacker with 3 kills. Gracie Zeroff has 1. Sarah Reinke has 1. For the Auggies, we talked about the balance. Kayla Jurdy with 5. Sydney Zachary with 8, including 5 in that second set. Megan Kwam with 3. Corrine Evans with 6. Jade Boyson with 4. Ellie Schwartz with 3. As the list goes on and on. Auggies in the MIAC went 35-9 last weekend. 6 of the 12 teams are currently undefeated. 4 more has a winning percentage of over 750 or more. Gustavus ranked number 9 in the country. St. Thomas Bethel and the Auggies got some votes in the last poll as well. Should be an interesting weekend, though, as the competition shakes out. And the competition might be a little bit tougher. St. Kate's will be in Ashland, Wisconsin. Eau Claire will be here. Carleton will be at Appleton, Wisconsin. St. Kate's in Ashland. Gustavus in Dubuque, Iowa. St. Ben's hosting their own tournament. St. Mary's will be at Stevens Point. So some of the sites for the MIAC schools coming up this weekend. Coming out the break and set number 3.
It's weird to look back and think that Crown scored first in this. They led for a very short period of time.
1-0 in the first set. All right, Izzy is in. Izzy Barr out of River Falls, Wisconsin. She will start. Evans, Schwartz, Turl, and is that Maddie out there? Maddie Nierengarten. Shot by the Twister Steinkamp. And Crown takes a 1-0 lead. Steinkamp picking up her first kill, 1-0 in favor of the Storm. Elizabeth Clark back at the line, left to right. As Turl's pass up front, Izzy setting, near side Schwartz, shot is good. Ellie Schwartz gets it back to Deuce. Ellie Schwartz picking up her 4th kill. And we got our first tie at 1-1. Rios will come in, Maddie Nierengarten will come on. Jurdy's in, Schwartz is in.
She just kept that in the boundary lines by about 3 inches. What an impressive shot.
1-1, Rios serving, back row. Sabota high in the air. Clock can't get to him. Attack here for Crown, their 12th. And the Auggies take the lead back. There's their first lead change. The Auggies lead by a score of 2-1.
Just miscommunication. 2 Crown players were standing by it, and no one knew who was going to get it.
Rios' serve popped up in the back row by Gunderson. And here's Sabota to send it across. Rios, middle, Barr, Evans scores. Corinne Evans has her 7th. Sydney Zachary has 8. Evans has 7. The Auggies have a 3-1 lead. Emma Erie, Kim Lindgren, Ellie Hanze, and Jade Fullerton are the only players haven't seen action but me here in this third set. Kayla Jurdy scores up their left hand. Kayla Jurdy, nice quick set by Izzy Barr. And Kayla Jurdy taking up the point. That is her 6th kill. And the Auggies lead by a score of 4-1.
You like to see that the Augie bench is still being active despite the lopsided score. Shows great team unity there.
And off the serve, they go up front, and it is bumped across by Steinkamp. Barr goes back set, shot by Schwartz. It's good. And Schwartz sets another one, and she's got 5.
And again, just owning the net, always in system, always in rhythm. They're just getting such better looks on the attack, and that's obviously why they're hitting over 400.
Rios just clears the net, almost got an ace. 3rd hit, bumped across by the Storm. Barr will set the middle. Carreno will shoot, and it is dug out. Nice save. Pushed across there by Zeroth. Barr backs at right side. Schwartz, and it's saved in that back row by Clark. At the net, free ball, missed hit. Attack here by the Storm. It's 6 serving 1.
And you can just see the body language really favoring Augie right now. They know they're better, and I think Crown knows they're better at this point.
Rios again, right to left. Gunderson for Zeroth. Sabota, 3rd hit, back row, Turl. High up front, Barr, middle. Evans, shot. It is kept alive by Steinkamp. Pushed across by Clark. Evans for Barr. The teardrop is good. And Izzy Barr, her first point as an Augie on home turf. And it is 7-1. Take a look at the scores in men's soccer. Gustavus at home. A final beating Martin Luther College out of New Ulm by a score of 4-0. And let's see, St. Olaf is down in Decorah facing Luther College. Bethel is up at UW Superior. In women's soccer, Eau Claire in the second half is leading McAllister by a score of 4-1. Luther and St. Olaf, that was earlier today. And tonight, St. Mary's hosting UW-Stown. Again, the Augie ladies hosting St. Scholastica, looking for their first win of the year. They've lost 2, but 2 nationally ranked teams in Cal Lutheran and Washington University out of St. Louis. Both teams ranked in the top 20. I think they acquitted themselves very well, losing 1-0 and 2-0. And hopefully they can put up the W tonight.
Even when you lose a matchup like that, you get much better for when you do get to that conference schedule. A lot of good can come out of it.
Charlie Benny, voice of Augie football and basketball. He's on the call tonight on Channel 1 here in Augie Game Central. Served by Rios, keeping it going. Floats it across. Sabota scrapes it off the floor, left side. And partially blocked to the net. A shot by Sarah Reinke. Here's Kayla Jurdy to bump it down the line. Kept alive by the Storm. Sabota will set it over. Schwartz will lay out and keep it alive. Here's Jurdy, and off balance. Falling backwards, mistimed her jump, and she knew it right away. Said sorry, and mishit by Kayla Jurdy, and it's 7-2.
Yeah, you could tell she kind of gathered to jump and just lost her footing there briefly, and they're allowed to miss one a game.
Anderson will come out. Christine Anderson will come back in. And Gracie Zeroth will serve 2 serving 7. Jurdy for Barr. Back to Kayla. This shot is good. Kayla Jurdy.
Didn't miss that one.
Former Stillwater opponent. They got to state last year before they lost to a couple. Stillwater lost a tough match last night to Egan 3-1. Got a couple of Division I prospects on that team. And Reese Kohler and Maddie. What is Maddie's last name? I know she's going to Illinois. 8 serving 2. Willington, that's right. And from the back row, it's sent across by Zeroth. Augie ball. Barr back set. Schwartz shot blocked. Kept alive by Ellie. Sent across by Jurdy and scores. Gailey said, look what I found. She bumped it across to save it. And is now 9-2.
And judging by the large smile on her face, that may not have been excellent placement, but just a little bit of a fortunate bounce.
And off the serve, Torn ball, 3rd hit, Steinkamp floats it over the double block, saved by Schwartz and scores. Ellie Schwartz has her 3rd to set, 6 on the night. August have a 8-point lead at 10-2, winning the first set 25-8, second set 25-7. And Shonia is into the match, so is Boyson. Augie serving. Shonia has 3 aces. There's Jurdy to keep it alive. Schwartz up the right pin through the double block. Saved by Sabota from behind the line. Sent deep by Reinke. There's Shonya up front. Bar middle. Shot Boyson scores. Jade Boyson. And Jade, the freshman out of Rochester Mill. We've got a couple of Spartans. She has her fifth. The Auggies have a 9-point lead at 11-2. Cookie serve again. Saboda up front. Clark, left side Anderson, tips it over the double block. There's Barr to save. They sit up the right side, put it across by Ellie Schwartz, and scores! Ellie Schwartz are 4 this set, and she's got 7 tonight to join the hit parade. 12-2. There haven't been any double figures yet, but we could have before the night's over. And off the serve, Storm ball, far side, Anderson. Blocked by the Auggies, and that's their 5th block tonight. 13-2.
It's all set up just from excellent serving from Shonya.
Shonya looking over to the bench. Gets the call, and then hits it.
Gave her the broadcaster jinx.
Service here by Cookie. That's their 3rd. Evans will come in. Shonya will come out. Turtle will come in. And let's see who else came out. Kareen Evans came out. So let's see. It's Boyson, Barr, Schwartz, Turtle, Rios, and Jurdy on the floor. And there's Rios. The defensive specialist up front for Kayla. Left pin. High in the air on the nice save of the back row. And here's Anderson. Sends it deep. Turtle to play it up front. Barr, middle. Boyson shot. It's out of bounds. Jade with a missed hit. And it'll be 4 serving 9. And Quam will come in. Lang will come in. Barr will sit down. Schwartz will come out. 4 serving 13. Who we have back there? That's Steinkamp. Cursa Steinkamp. Actually went abroad from Daylot International School. She lives her hometown of Shoreview. Floats it. Wait a minute. And not sure
I think
what
she served before she had cleared. Oh, did they not rotate properly?
Yeah. And now substitution, Brooke Honick, I hope it's pronounced, from Townball, Texas will come in, and Krista Steinkamp will sit down. They're going to give the point. They're going to give the ace to the Storm. Auggies weren't set, but the referee gave it to them. Wait a minute, no they didn't. Scoreboard says 14-3, I think. Is everybody on the same page?
That's not something you see every day.
Lang, Rios, Turtle, Jurdy, Boyson, and Quam on the floor for your Auggies. Storm ball, 3rd hit across. Turtle high up front. Lang, back set, shot, Quam, Megan. It goes up front. And a 2-hit call, a push called against Brittany Rolfe. And on the attack here, point for the Auggies, it's 15-3.
Again, the Auggies have just left no doubt today. It's been really, really impressive from start to finish so far. 10 points to go.
Lang serve, good hard serve. Crown ball, far side, set into the net. Into the net or a block. They're going to call it a block. Yep. A block to the Auggies, and that's block number 6. And the Auggies lead 16-3. And the serve belongs to the Storm. And it's bumped across by Rolfe. Brittany up front, Lang near side. Kayla down and good. Kayla Jurdy, beautiful set. And it is 17-3. Auggies now have played 14 sets, 15, 16 sets. They've lost just 2. And off the serve, it is Storm ball, bumped across by Anderson. Rios up front, Lang, middle, Boyson shot, and it's saved. And on the 3rd hit, who gets it? The Storm do, but they put it out of bounds. Into the lap of my broadcast partner, Logan Anderson. Did you play any church league volleyball when you were growing up?
You know what? We won the Sand Volleyball Championship League in South Dakota before we moved here last year. So
Sand
a little
volleyball?
bit. Sand volleyball at Burt's Bar and Grill, Beersford, South Dakota.
18-3 the score. Our match here tonight brought to you by
Devani's Pizza and Subs. Want to know a secret about Devani's Pizza and Hoagies? Devani's mixes their dough fresh and chopped several times throughout the day, and they locally source ingredients as much as possible, like their award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. That's why Devani's Pizza tastes so good. Are you craving Devani's yet? It's also brought to you by Wells Fargo. On your phone, online, and on the go. Bank virtually anywhere and anytime with Wells Fargo mobile banking. Download the Wells Fargo app now.
He's looking at us tonight, Tom Ritchie. The Silver Foxes upstairs on camera. Keeping us down the air, Ken Floyd alongside our public address announcer. As Lang will serve right to left, 18, is serving 3. And the serve popped up by Clark. And back to Elizabeth. No, it's sent across by Reinke. Lang goes back set. And the tip in the middle by Quam, saved by the Storm. Left side for Anderson. Sends it deep. Rios high in the air. Lang near side. Dirty. Shot scores. Taylor with another one. Taylor Dirty.
Dirty's now getting into a great rhythm this set where it was Zachary the first kind of set and a half. Dirty's really taken over since then.
He's got her 8, and first time of the match here is Ellie Hansen from Olivia, Minnesota, Bold High School. That's Bird Island, Olivia, and Lake Lillian. Ellie Hansen, our tallest player, 6'2", and now on the floor, playing in the middle, of course. From the back row, set across by the Storm. Nice save by Macy. Back set, Quam shot is blocked at the net for the Storm. Kept alive by Rios. Turl will send it over, and it is Storm ball, right side. Gutterson shot is deep and out of bounds. Attack here for the Storm, point for the Auggies, and it'll be 20 serving 3 or 21 serving 3.
Either way, you like the differential.
And off the serve, Clark in the back row, bumped across by Honick. No, in the net. Brook on the miss hit, point for the Auggies, and it is 21 to 3. Auggie looking to go 3-0 tonight in less than an hour and 10 minutes. And off the serve, and an ace serve. Big smile on the face of Lexi Lang at the Auggies had their 6th ace tonight. It is 22, serving 3.
It was an absolute frozen rope. Beautiful serve.
Lang again, and this time
she has a vendetta against the line judge there, right at him.
And Clark will come out, and Danielle Novak from Park Rapids, Minnesota, Monadnock High School up there in the northwest portion of our state. She's in the match. Reinke will serve left to right, deep. Lang goes up for correction. The pass up front, middle, dirty, shot scores again. And Taylor putting out a show here in this final set, and she has 9 tonight. And now Coach Becker will clear the bench. Nierengarten will come in. And also coming in is Kimmy Lindgren. And the double E come in, Emma Erie. Quam, Nierengarten, Hanze, Turl, Lang, and
it's a good opportunity
Lindgren,
for some young players to get some experience.
23, serving 4. And the serve by Lindgren. Storm ball, Anderson. Safe. Nice save in the back row by Lindgren. Near side for Maddie, and Maddie Nierengarten hit it into the net. Miss hit for Maddie. Point for the Storm. It'll be 5, serving 23. Christine Anderson. And Craig Trojan Jr., middle blocker. Anderson serve, back row, Turl, high pass, up front, Lang, cross court, Nierengarten makes up for it, yes. Maddie made up for that missed hit. She buries it, hit the back line. And here is set point, match point. As Serene Evans will come in. And sitting down will be Ellie Hansa. Match point for Macy Turl. And off the serve, back row, Gunderson for Reinke. Back to Gunderson, bumps it across. Turl, high pass, near side, Lang for Nierengarten down the line. Gunderson with the save. They set up the right side, 0 gets partially blocked. Augie ball, Lang, left side or right side by Quam. Storm with a save, third hit, sent across. Turl for Lang. back near side, near Garden. Batty shot is good. And there it is, 25-5 is the final here in the third set. And the Auggies go 3-0 to defeat the Storm here tonight. The Storm start the season at 0-5. Again, 25-8, 25-7, and 25-5. Go ahead.
This
Logan.
broadcast is brought to you by Jimmy John's, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg athletics. They're located on the northwest corner of campus and provide fast delivery. How fast, do you ask? Freaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view their menu and hours. Jimmy John's. Whether it's across town or across country, let Minnesota coaches, quality equipment, and experienced, courteous drivers provide you worry-free transportation. Overnight and extended trip options are available. Visit www.minnesotacoaches.com today to request a quote. Minnesota Coaches is the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics.
All right, the Auggies again get set for the Auggie Invitational this weekend. And winning in 3 sets. They did trail a couple of different times. The Storm scored the first point of a couple of different sets before the Auggies held fort and came back and won. Let's see if we can get Macy over here. And Mama B. And we're going to get the captain over here, or one of the captains. And we are going to visit here on our post-game show with Macy Churl. Can you hear me, Gary?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Macy Churl is a special guest and brought her in. Actually, I mentioned she's the captain. Actually, she's one of our 4 captains, the 3 seniors, and Megan Plum is a junior. But Macy, let's talk about, first of all, how did you spend your summer? Any volleyball at all?
Yeah. Yeah, we had Bethel League all summer.
Okay.
Which is every Sunday we play as a team. I also played a beach league every Wednesday with a lot of our players and some of our men's hockey team.
And what about, did you do anything in terms of, I guess that is conditioning. Did you do anything in the weight room or anything get it ready for this season?
Yep. We lifted 3 days a week, conditioned those days as well. Yeah, so we are grinding all summer getting ready.
Let's talk about this edition of the August. 7 new faces. Jalen, of course, our transfer, and actually a hometown girl from Champlain Park, and our 6th freshman. Talk about all these new faces and what they've added to this team.
These freshmen and transfer have brought in like a ton of energy and athleticism across the board. I'd say they're, since I've been here, our best athletic-wise group, and just kind of energy and ready to like dive in. Never scared, never intimidated, ready to just work.
Well, we're a little bit worried about the depth in the middle. We know we had Karina, but this young lady, Jade Boyson from Rochester Mail, ton of talent.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's just a little thing, bouncing around, but blocks, hits, does it all.
And also off that left side, Kayla Jurdy played on the state tournament team last year, and she's quite the phenom.
Yeah, she rips balls. She can play back row. She also does it all. Really great energy, too.
Backup setter, Izzy Bard. Talk a little bit about her.
Izzy's awesome. Her hands are like butter. She's awesome. Sets up perfect balls. Great in defense as well.
Tell us a little bit about Jalen Rios coming in. And, again, she is now a junior, and so she had a couple of years of college volleyball. But what has Jalen brought to this team?
Jalen, I love playing next to her. She brings a ton of energy. Picks up every single ball. I don't think she's missed a ball since she's been here. Great energy, knows the game, knows how to play. She's all over the court.
Now, the recruits that came in, we backed up just about everybody, the different positions, depth on the outside, depth in the middle, depth at center. But who's backing you up, young lady?
Everybody. I got Jalen backing me up. I got Steph. I got Emma, Cookie. Everybody's there.
Okay. Last weekend, you went out to Rhode Island, and with all the new faces, I imagine good bonding time. And besides some volleyball, did you do a little sightseeing out there?
Totally. We went to Newport, Providence. Where did we stay? Bristol.
Yeah. So
we saw all the little cute towns and right along the ocean. So it was really pretty.
Everybody had a good time?
Yeah, it was super fun.
All right. Well, upcoming this weekend, now you have to get busy.
Yep.
2 on Friday. Had the 2 and 6 and 2 more on Saturday. Good competition. Eau Claire might be coming in unbeaten. They were, I think it was 1-1 the last I saw St. Ben's and UW Eau Claire, but good competition this weekend.
Yeah, yep. We got to really get ready and practice tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, Macy, nice to visit with you. I missed you.
Yeah.
And good luck this season, and we'll talk again.
Yeah, thank you.
Macy Churl, our special guest on our post-game show. The Auggies win 25-8, 25-7, and 25-5. They're not going to give us any point totals, so my totals are going to have to be very unofficial. But I've got Kayla Jurdy with 9, Sydney Zachary with 8, Karina Evans with 7, Jade Boyson with 5, and Ellie Schwartz with 7, and 6 blocks, 5 aces, and all around, both offensively and defensively, by the Auggies. And what I really liked was, there it is. Ashley, you got a final stats?
I thought, yeah, I guess.
Can
I forgot the printed one. Give him that one.
All right, thank you. All right, there we go. Thank you, Ashley. And for Crown, for the match, hit just a minus 127. They had a couple blocks, 1 ace, as Christina Anderson led the way with 3. Zeroff Gracie had 1. Reinke had 1, and Steinkamp had 1. For the Auggies, they hit 500 in that third set, 18 of 32, and again, just 2 errors. Boy, is that controlling the game. And we had 6 blocks, and aces, we had 7 of them. Shania had 3. Who else had? Malley had 1. Zachary had 1. Rios had 1. Lang had 1 there in the final moments. And point totals, here we go. Kayla Jurdy had 11. Player in double figures. Kayla, the freshman out of Stillwater High School. Sydney Zachary, 8. Megan Quam, 3. Corrine Evans, 7. Jade Boyson, 7. Schwartz, 8. Barr, 1. And Maddie Nierengarten had a couple as well. So again, the Auggies coming up on Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. They'll host UW Eau Claire. As mentioned, the last I had, it was 1-1. St. Ben's at Eau Claire up at Claire Lynch Hall up in St. Joe. They also have faced Cornell College Friday night at 6. Saturday morning at 10, they face Wartburg College. And then at 2 o'clock, they face the University of Wisconsin lacrosse. And that's the story on the Auggie. The Storm, they head to Grinnell, Iowa for a tournament this weekend. And time now to run the credits. First of all, Logan, thanks for jumping in and getting your feet wet here on Augie Volleyball. And your impressions. Whoops, turn it up.
When you're a team like Augsburg here, you come into this game knowing you're the better team, and it's easy to take a team lightly or get complacent. They came out focused. They played well from start to finish. It was about as complete a performance as you can have, and that's what you want to see in a situation like this. I was really impressed.
All right, Logan Anderson, and the next time you'll hear his voice will be on Saturday, September 15th. He'll be helping Charlie Beatty on a football game with the Cowboys of Concordia Moorhead come here to Edor Nelson Field. For the Silver Fox, Tom Ritchie up front from Ritchie Media Group. Thanks to him for all the help, of course, for Kelly Anderson, Dirk, Ashley Holmes, and the Donald, Don Stoner. I'm Tom Merchant. Again, the Auggies in 3 over the Storm from Cy Melby Hall here in the campus of Augsburg University. Good night, everybody. We'll talk again.